These felt stamps could not be easier to make, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We are, of course, starting with my favorite, the strawberry. The original creator that I saw doing this used freezer paper to transfer her patterns. I just freehanded the drawing because it's pretty easy. And remember, strawberries don't need to be perfect. For the top, I went in with just a star-shaped pattern. And the more imperfect this is, the better, because strawberries rarely, if ever, have perfect leaves. I did a quick comparison to make sure that the leaves weren't too small for the strawberry, and then I used my embroidery scissors to cut this out. You basically just want to use scissors that are small enough to get into all of those little crevices. I cut out the strawberry, and then it was time to sew everything together. For this part, I used another piece of scrap felt because truly you don't need a whole lot of felt for this project. And for the background color, I chose this lighter green because red and green are opposite to each other on the color wheel, which means they work really well together. I just cut out a rough square around the strawberry. Clearly, this isn't perfect, and that's okay. And to secure everything together, I just used a few dots of fabric glue. You don't want to use too much because it'll make it more difficult to get your needle through all the felt, so just keep that in mind. Did the same for the little leaves, and then it was time to sew. I wanted to make sure that I got all the colors as close to the felt colors as possible. I think that slightly lighter, slightly darker would look really pretty. I just didn't want anything stark like white for the fruit itself. For the strawberry, I used 3 strands of embroidery floss and the very basic straight stitch. For this, I came up through the back of the felt as close to the strawberry as possible and then back down through the strawberry. So basically you come up through just 1 layer of felt and back down through 2 layers of felt. The key here is to make sure you're coming up as close to or even under the strawberry as possible, because then it looks a little bit more intentional and not as haphazard. Do you see what I mean? It looks so cute like this. To secure the end, I slide my needle through just 1 layer of felt in the back, which is the green layer, and then wrap the end of my floss that's still attached to my project around the needle twice, and then hold it still while I pull the needle through to form a knot. Then just trim off the excess and you're ready to move on to the next color. For the strawberry leaves, I used the exact same stitch. When all 5 leaves were secure, it was time to add on the seeds. Is anyone surprised that this involved a straight stitch? When I tell you this project is easy, I truly mean it. The strawberry is officially complete, and now it's time to add on the finishing details. I wanted the corners to have a more rounded finish, so I just used my scissors to trim that up. And for the white felt, I used a slightly larger size than I needed because I wanted enough space for my pinking shears to go around the edges. I used fabric glue to secure the strawberry to the white felt, and then used my handy pinking shears to cut around the edges. This results in the cutest little zigzag pattern that is perfect for a felt stamp. Look how cute she is! And the last step, to secure the stamp to the background, I made the stitches a lot closer together so that it had more of that rustic finish. I have so many more planned, so I'll see you very soon.